stand up also. Good evening. My name is Mark Cohn, and I'm running for the Hull Municipal Light Board. To begin with, I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters for the opportunity to share my platform tonight. My credentials are I was a radiation physicist in the radiation oncology department for 35 years. My decisions determined life and death for my patients. I'm good at solving administrative, budgetary, and technical issues. I prepared and managed a $5 million department budget. I've managed personnel and departmental functions. Why am I running for the Light Board? Reduce electrical rates and increase reliability. That's pretty simple. According to the April 5th Boston Globe, Hull has the most expensive electrical rates in Massachusetts. If we install a microgrid, which is a local grid with defined electrical boundaries, we will reduce rates and reduce the need for generators and national grid. Other than solar, I'm also interested in wave power. It's presently used in Europe, and we could be one of the first ones to incorporate it into our grid, just like one of the first ones to use wind power in Massachusetts. In summary, thank you for allowing me to present my platform, and I'd like to close with the following. How many light board meetings does it take to change a light bulb? One to propose it, a study to evaluate it, a vote to approve it, and another meeting to revisit it next month. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move on to the question and answer portion. Again, as a reminder, you have 1 minute to answer the questions, and they will. What is your position on Article 40 that restores MGL Chapter 164 governance of the Hull Municipal Light Plant to the Light Board? Thank you. Mr. Cohn.
Yes, I believe in the Article 40. I believe that we are a socialist area, and I don't believe in an autocracy. And I think that Article 40 gives the Light Board the autonomy to go ahead and run it as it should. And I don't think the way it's running at the present time is how the majority of the light boards in Massachusetts are run.
Thank you. To our next question. And we will start with Mr. Cohn. Do you think that the light plant should be combined with the DPW plant, and why, or why not?
No, I do not feel that it should be combined with the DPW plant. I think there's two different entities, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm not on the board at this time, but this is information I've listened to, is that the grants that we're getting are for the light board. They're not for the DPW. So by piggybacking the two together, you're kind of financing the DPW's plant. I think that the light plant should stay where it is. I think it should be raised up in the air some so it's not in the floodplain anymore and be its own entity.
Thank you. Question 3 is, with Hull's exposure to coastal storms and increasing power outages, what is your vision for improving energy resilience in the town, whether through microgrids, community solar, battery storage, or other approaches?
I think it's all three. I think we need to get a microgrid so we have control of our own power. I think solar, put it on a canopy if you'd like, where the ferry is, so the cars can park under it. At the same time, we can have solar above it. And then the battery. The battery is a big issue. It won't supply the town with power all the time, but it can be used for peak shaving. It can be used for off-peak power. There's a lot of advantages to that. But I think you could get to the point where your whole town is basically being run off of solar power individually as well as a large project.
Thank you. We'll now move on to question 4. Take a deep breath. Last one before your closing statements. How would you approach capacity planning in the short term and the long term? Mr. Cohn.
I concur with Jake here. Basically, I think a microgrid is important. I think bringing another feeder line in from Hingham that they're looking at is important. And we have to work with National Grid as much as we can, but I think having our own power with a large-scale battery will also help with that.
Thank you.
Once again, I'd like to thank for letting me share my platform this evening. I feel my expertise in solving problems and managing personnel and assets will be good for the community. I feel developing a microgrid and solar power will help Hull be a viable, self-sustaining community, and I appreciate your vote on May 18th. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening.